Hey guys, this is John from DJ's Mobiles, bringing you a hands-on video review of the Google Nexus 4. What's unique about this specific video review is that we have captured it using the Nokia Lumia 920. So this will give you a chance to take a look at the 920's unique camera capabilities as well. So the Nexus 4, as you may know, is designed by LG. It's the fourth in the Nexus family. What's unique about the Nexus family is that it comes with the stock version of Android, which means it's not customized by LG, or it doesn't have a custom interface that you would see on an HTC device or a Samsung device. So this particular device is available primarily through the Google Play Store. And in the US, it's also available through T-Mobile on contract. The great thing that Google has done with this device is they have provided great hardware in a very affordable price. The Nexus 4, rather the 8GB version of the Nexus 4 costs only $299 in the US, which is the same cost that some carriers would charge for their subsidized devices, which means that you are getting premium hardware at quite an affordable price. The 16GB version, meanwhile, costs $349 or $350, and it can also be purchased for $199 from T-Mobile, of course, if you sign a 2-year contract. But for $350, or rather $349, you have in your hands an unlocked device which can be used with any GSM carrier, which is quite a neat asking price considering the specifications this device has to offer. So let's talk a little about the specifications. To start with, we have a 4.7-inch capacitive touchscreen display, and it's an HD display, which means you have 1280 by 720 pixel resolution. Above the display, you have a front-facing camera on this side, the speaker grill, and a couple of sensors here, which should be the ambient light sensor and the proximity sensor. On the right side, we have the power switch, and on the left, we have the volume control button. Below the device is the micro USB port, which we use for syncing our data or to charge the phone. Above the device is the 3.5mm universal headphone jack, which you plug in your headphones. So turning the device over reveals the 8-megapixel camera with LED flash, the Nexus logo, and the LG logo at the bottom. This glittery effect that LG has added behind the back panel, which is made out of small circular dots. It does somewhat add to the appeal of the device, which has Gorilla Glass in the front and the rear. Of course, the only issue with having a glass front and the rear is if you accidentally do drop this device, you could be assured that you would end up shattering your phone. To keep it easier from dropping your device, LG has added a soft rubbery touch around either side, which makes it somewhat easy to grip hold of the device. So let's power the device on, and I'll quickly walk you through the features or what's new on the software side with Android. So with the Nexus 4 and the new Nexus family, Google introduced Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. It does have the same Jelly Bean name as its previous version, but comes with several neat improvements which make the Jelly Bean experience oh so much better. And the first one you would notice is probably the boot logo. And here we are. So on the start screen, you have the slide to unlock, which can go in either direction. Now swiping from the left takes you to these custom panels, which you can basically set up with predefined widgets. You can also rearrange these panels to whichever position you want them to. So right now it's set to my clock. Swiping from the right, I'm sorry. Okay. So swiping from the right would directly take me into the camera. Let's lock that again. And swiping from the left will, well, I have added the torch widget here. You can click on this plus sign and select from a set of predefined widgets. Here we have the option of adding the calendar, your email, Google Plus posts, a quick look at your SMS or text messages, and even a sound search. So let's unlock, and here we are in the home screen. So we are generally familiar with a single slide from the top taking us into our notifications pane. And Google has added this second option here, which takes us into some quick settings. For example, we can go into the brightness setting, battery, set airplane mode on, Bluetooth, your Wi-Fi, your carrier, etc. You can access this panel by either swiping once down and clicking this button on the side, or by using both your fingers. The other neat feature which you would have already seen on Android 4.1 is Google Now. Google Now is pretty much Google's version of Siri. So you can initiate Google Now by holding the home button and sliding up towards this Google logo. Google, find me Italian food restaurants. So there you go. Pretty much offers similar features to Siri. Probably not as comprehensive as what Siri has to offer from its latest update, but well, it gets the job done. So another feature which has been introduced on Android 4.2 Jelly Bean is a native swipe-like gesture typing feature. So we go into a new message. Hi, how you? So it's quite simple. You just swipe around and the message pops up quite easily, and its predictive nature is quite accurate as well, making this a much easier way to type your messages. Google did also introduce multi-user support with Android 4.2, but unfortunately, this multi-user support has only been brought to Android tablets. So I won't be able to demonstrate it on the Nexus 4. But multi-user support brings each user their own home screen, background, widgets, apps, and games. It'll even keep things like game save progress and high scores separate. The update will also use multitasking to keep programs running in the background to make swapping between users quite easy, actually. In terms of camera improvements, the 4.2 update on the Nexus 4 has introduced this feature called Photosphere, which you can activate by clicking on the camera button. Now, this is the panorama camera, and the first one will take you to the sphere mode. So with Photosphere, all you need to do is to just move the camera towards the blue dot. To get started. And then move between the various dots. So once you've completed moving your camera around in all around you, it basically stitches the dots together, and this is done at it's done really quickly, and you can check out some of our sample photos. Another feature which Android 4.2 brings is a screensaver-like feature called Daydream. You can access it by going into your app settings, or rather your device settings, to display. And there you have Daydream. So Daydream lets you select between colors, your clock, Google Currents, or even your photos. So you can make the selection based on what you want to see. Thanks once again for watching our hands-on review with the Google Nexus 4. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed your experience with the Google Nexus 4 if you have purchased one of these devices. Please share your comments below if you have any questions on the device, or any comments or any thoughts, and we'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you and goodbye.